This does not kill crypto. This is one event that helps stabilize crypto. There's going to be a silver lining to this disaster. There's no question about it. It'll be called regulation.
One of the biggest crypto investors and spokesperson to FTX, Kevin O'Leary, says that FTX collapse will not kill crypto. He says that it can be the indication of the better future. In his recent interview with CoinDesk, Leary explained what he talked to Sam Bankman and his entire team during the FTX blow-up. O'Leary speaks on how Southern Wealth Funds were just hours away from potentially acquiring FTX and plugging their $8 billion right before SEC chairman scared all the potential investors. Watch Kevin's full interview to know what he thinks about this, and make sure to hit the like and subscribe button.
Sam Bankman-Fried is an American, and he's well known, and he is, no question, brilliant. I mean, when it comes to understanding blockchain and cryptocurrencies, very few people had his knowledge and his ability to build code around it. Remember, Serum is one of his projects as well. So he's well known in the community and a founder, and for a while, saving lots of other entities by putting cash into them. Where that cash came from is under question now, obviously. But the bigger question about this from the institutional perspective, and we're having this dialogue even today, is this does not kill crypto. This is one event that helps stabilize crypto. There's going to be a silver lining to this disaster. There's no question about it. It'll be called regulation. And I'll tell you why. It's not new regulation required here. You can look at any broker-dealer exchange tied in the U.S. to stocks or bonds or futures or commodities and have regulations that are protecting investors in the U.S. market. In Canada, you can't lend clients' accounts out to other entities. That is not permitted. You can't leverage them. You can't commingle them. That's the whole purpose of having a centralized wallet, is that if you have to be compliant, you need reporting, and you have to market every 12-hour cycle. You can do that. Now, unfortunately, that is not what happened at FTX, even though the platform was robust enough to provide the reporting, but it was at the same time allowing for transfer and commingling of funds. Here's what we're doing. I'm just one investor, but I'll tell you. We're taking our positions and we're moving them to Canada. We're putting them into WonderFi and BitBuy. Why? Because it is the world's first regulated license issued to a broker-dealer exchange, all tied in one, under the order from the OSC. There is no optionality for commingling accounts. That doesn't happen in Canada. And in a really strange way, what I'm saying here is it's incredible that I have to go to another country outside of the US to finally find a place where I can put significant institutional assets that's regulated. Our regulation has fallen so far behind that I no longer feel comfortable putting significant amounts into anything that is not regulated under the OSC order. We actually got our financial statements off the FTX platform every 12 hours. So what we would do is we would mark to market our positions along with our stock and bond and private equity positions every day, which is what we're forced to do to remain compliant. So we would mark to market, even though, as we all know, crypto token prices change 24/7. But we forcefully used the platform to look at every conversion that had happened, every position that was on, whether it was gated or not, whether it was locked or not, and we would take that every 12 hours. And that platform was very robust. It would allow you to do that on every single position with a complete history of the conversion record, as it should and as the chain provides. But no, we didn't know they were commingling accounts, obviously. And when the gates went up, the phone calls went around the world, certainly part of that scrum. And people were trying to figure out, what was going on here. And that took about 12 hours. There's so much unknown in this situation, and as you pointed out wisely, that this is like an onion being unpeeled. But from my point of view, watching what investors do at the institutional level, this is going to help quite a bit in stabilizing what the rules are going to be, because crypto is not going away. And that is still of great interest to institutions that still won't invest in it because they don't have a platform to do it on. For me, it's moving under the Canadian order. I'm going to stay there until you can show me policy and regulation in the US. All of our assets will remain there because we've got a government, the government of Canada, through the Ontario Securities Commission, controlling, watching, regulating every single account there. for all the, and frankly, what's going to happen is a lot of money, institutional money, is going to leave unregulated exchanges and try and find other places like BitBuy to put their capital, because what else can we do? We need regulation.